What's up, y'all, man? It's BCA ready for what not for play, and the video for today is you can't become great if you're still scrolling for validation. Okay, first thing I want to talk about, a big quote that my man Kendrick Lamar said was, won the Super Bowl and Nas the only one congratulating me. Alright? I just want to let you all know that off top because we live in a society now where if you're doing something better than somebody, they're jealous of you. You know, it's people out there that's happy for you, don't get me wrong, but the jealousy is the part where you don't get the support, you don't get the backing, you don't get the love. Like, I live in a city where people don't support each other like that. It's in the city, but they'll support people out of the city. And once you go out of the city and you come back, we get big out of the city, come back, then they'll start following you, right? That's what I've seen. And I've seen people chase validation so much to where they lost their principles and their morals to be to where they at. And I don't want that for you. Because if you're watching this right now, you either subscribe to me or because you search this, the validation is something that's not real. Like I've been in multiple situations in my life where I've won things, stuff like that. I didn't get any type of congratulations from people that are close to me. I'm used to it though. If I was in my feelings about it, I believe that I'd be a person to address my friends stuff about it, but I don't do that because I know that it just happens, and it's not because they not saying that they're jealous of me or nothing. It's just they just don't do this type of stuff, right? But that's the world we live in, man. I just think that if you try to chase validation through scrolling, through social media and all that type of stuff, it's not real. It's not real. It's just sad we do live in a world now where they click, we feel a way about it. Like, oh man, 300 views or, this many views, whatever. But it's not real. It's not tangible. You can see it, but you can't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to understand about the electronic validation is not there. What's real is the people in your life, the things you're doing in your life to better yourself, and the people that you're helping along the way. And in some cases, you may have the opportunity to inspire somebody. If you inspire somebody along the way, that's a huge win. Huge win. And that's something I can tell you this year. I've inspired people. I've helped people. I was able to do things that I loved to do a while back, but I've came back to things that I like to do again. And even with this, like I was at a point where I was only uploading my podcast videos. I wasn't even uploading videos of me telling my own story. I was uploading on the videos where I have guests on it. But now I tell my story and my truth, and I talk about the things that I know about, and I go from there. And that's what brings me joy. That's what brings me validation, is knowing that I'm working on something that's fulfilling my own personal purpose that nobody else told me to do and forcing me to do. None of that. I'm doing the things that I want to do, and I'm going to do them my way. And that's the best part about it. And I think that you need to understand that too about yourself. What are the things you love to do? Write them down. And out of the things you love to do, what's the one thing that you lose time with doing? Because you do it so much. If it's playing the game or Twitch or whatever, it's cool. But you gotta look at this stuff. Those things are gonna help you understand that the validation, man, ain't even needed. You just need to know yourself and know what you love and do those things you love. And that will change your quality of life along with other things. But that's one of the biggest things. You do that, I'm telling you, you're gonna see change. I'm telling you, like, everything you see online, man, a lot of this stuff is fake. Like, you see people that look like they're in happy relationships when they're really not. You see people that got all this stuff, this financial, these different things, but they're really broke. You see all of these things, you may, in your mind, you start to feel belittled by it when you watch it, because it's like, oh my gosh, but at the end of the day, man, you don't know what's going on at the end. You don't. And it's not always flowers and daisies. It's really not. All you got to do is be able to just look a little bit harder and look at you, the person in the mirror. And if that person in the mirror not happy with themselves, do what you need to do to make sure you're happy. But if you're not doing those things to make sure you're happy, you're going to have a life filled with nothing but negativity and regret. And you don't want that either. I'm just being real, man. It's not a life to live. And it's not a life that you were intended to live by being here. We on Earth, man, where it's 8 billion people are here. You're one of the 8 billion. And you do what you need to do. You handle your business, you stay the course, and the only way is through. But the biggest thing I want you to understand is that life is precious and life is meant to be lived. Even if you're going through something right now, crazy or whatever, you will get through this. You will. It may not be pretty, but you will get through this. You will. Okay? And don't chase validation outside of it. Just know it's the only way it's through, and you're going to get through it. And 2-3 years now, you be laughing at whatever you was going through because you probably was feeling like it was the end of the world. But it's not. You got something to live for. You got a purpose. You got a job to do. And you deserve to have a happy life. Because you watching the video from BCA. But not just because of that, just joking. But I want y'all to be inspired by this video. Hopefully this helps somebody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. BCA out.